As a teacher, self-assessing is one of the most difficult tasks you could ask one to do. Teachers are some of the most self-critical people because we tend to be perfectionists. It is, however, beneficial to really think about it because it makes us better teachers and helps us to truly think about our own teaching values. As a newer teacher, I often reflect on what I'm doing and look to others to get affirmation that I'm doing okay. Taking the disposition assessment really helps me to look at myself and be proud of myself and the teacher I am becoming, and look forward to what the new school year holds. I can confidently say I believe all students can learn. They can't always learn the same way, but that is the beauty of being a teacher. I get to craft ways to help each student find success. One way I help students be successful is by creating a safe learning environment. Each day we have a morning meeting where students get to learn one thing about each other based on what our Get to Know You question is for that day. Doing this creates a safe environment where they're willing to share and feel safe to do so. This is something I know I do well and I'm proud of. I work at a school that is mostly made up of middle to high income families with a few low income families spread out. Regardless of the family's income or walk of life, I treat the students with fairness. One student should be treated with extra attention because they come from a wealthy family. They are all my students and will be treated with fairness, respect, and kindness. I'm also a firm believer that students should be leading their own discoveries. As often as I can, I give the students a chance to discover the meaning of something or figure out why something is before I feed them the answers. This creates a learning environment where they're much more eager to learn. They can lean on their peers and collaborate with each other, but most importantly, they are confident and excited to share their findings with me. I take pride in knowing they feel comfortable to not only ask me questions when they need help, but to celebrate their successes, whether from their own discoveries or their personal discoveries. I hope to continue on this path of success as my experience as an educator grows. I feel successful when my students feel successful. As a teacher, I want to always continue to learn. I feel that I will better serve my students if I'm willing to learn and grow with them. After taking the Disposition self-assessment survey, there are a few areas where I want to focus on and continue to grow as an educator. Often I find myself not wanting to attend a professional development class, particularly if I know none of my colleagues are attending. I would rather go home after a long day of work than sit through a class, especially with people I'm not familiar with. Rather, I should be taking it to push my own boundaries and comfortability. I also neglect to reflect on myself as an educator. I'm always thinking about my students and their needs. Did they understand what I was saying? Did it click in their heads? Did it come off the way I intended it to? Rather, I should be saying, what did I do well today? What would I change if I could teach that again? As a teacher, I feel like I'm hard on myself, and I only look at what I could improve on, not what I actually did well. This is something that I will work on, remembering that each lesson isn't perfect, and be comfortable with being uncomfortable in professional development settings. Working to improve on these things will help me to continue to grow and be a better educator. In my eyes, a professional educator is someone who keeps the needs of their students at the forefront of everything they do. If a teacher isn't invested in the needs of their students, what are they really doing as an educator? This is something that can be seen in all they do and their dedication to their professionalism. These are the teachers that are at work before their contracted time, the ones who sacrifice their own lunch to work one-on-one with a student who just isn't getting it, the teachers who stay after school till the sun goes down, and those who just can't stay away over the weekend. These teachers are planning around what their students need, not just academically, but emotionally, socially, and mentally. They are people who are easily approachable by students and colleagues, but not someone who boasts about the teacher they are. It is someone who encourages others and creates a secure learning environment. This is the educator I strive to be every single day. Being a teacher is certainly not the easiest job, but it is certainly the most rewarding. I feel extremely grateful to do what I do each and every day. Not every day is good, but there is something good in every day.